Why choosing wrinkle-free clothes can help in carbon footprint reduction.
Choosing wrinkle-free clothes can contribute to carbon footprint reduction because they typically require less energy and resources for ironing and dry cleaning. Wrinkle-free fabrics often involve treatments that reduce the need for frequent washing and ironing, thereby lowering energy consumption associated with laundry and extending the lifespan of the clothing, which reduces overall waste and environmental impact. This choice aligns with sustainable practices by promoting durability and reducing the carbon emissions associated with clothing maintenance. Why is the weather getting hotter now?
Climate change and environmental conservation are urgent issues facing our planet today. Each of us has the power to make a difference through simple yet impactful actions. In this video, we'll explore 20 practical steps you can take to help combat climate change and protect our environment.
Shaping Futures.
Welcome to my channel. Please click subscribe and like button. Hope you enjoy my video till the end.
Let's start with the basics. Reduce, reuse, recycle, minimize waste by recycling materials like paper, plastic, glass, and metal whenever possible.
Why need to do so?
Reducing, reusing, and recycling materials such as paper, plastic, glass, and metal helps minimize waste and thereby reduces greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to efforts to mitigate global warming.
Conserve water, fix leaks, take shorter showers, and use water-saving appliances to reduce water consumption.
Why need to do so?
Conserving water through fixing leaks, taking shorter showers, and using water-saving appliances helps reduce energy use for water heating and distribution, thereby lowering greenhouse gas emissions associated with energy production and water treatment processes, contributing to global warming mitigation efforts.
Switch to renewable energy. Opt for renewable energy sources like solar or wind power for your home if feasible.
Why need to do so?
Switching to renewable energy sources like solar or wind power helps reduce reliance on fossil fuels, lowering greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating global warming's impact on the environment.
Use energy efficiently. Replace old appliances with energy-efficient models and turn off lights and electronics when not in use.
Why need to do so?
Using energy-efficient appliances and practices like turning off lights and electronics when not in use reduces overall energy consumption, leading to lower greenhouse gas emissions and contributing to efforts to combat global warming.
Drive less, walk and cycle more, use public transportation, carpool, walk, or bike instead of driving alone, especially for short distances.
Why need to do so?
Choosing alternatives such as public transportation, carpooling, walking, or biking instead of driving alone reduces carbon emissions from vehicles, helping to mitigate global warming and promote sustainable transportation practices. I don't understand why reduced meat consumption can help to lower the carbon footprint.
Eating a plant-based diet by reducing meat consumption and incorporating more plant-based meals helps lower your carbon footprint by reducing greenhouse gas emissions associated with animal agriculture and land use, contributing to environmental sustainability efforts.
Support sustainable brands. Choose products from companies committed to sustainable practices and ethical sourcing. For example, buy wrinkle-free clothes.
Why need to do so?
Supporting sustainable brands that prioritize ethical sourcing and sustainable practices helps reduce your carbon footprint by promoting environmentally friendly production methods and reducing the environmental impact of consumer goods.
Plant trees in gardens. Trees and plants absorb carbon dioxide and provide habitat for wildlife, so plant trees and create green spaces where possible.
In terms of carbon footprint reduction, please explain why planting new tree is not able to replace the existing old tree.
Planting new trees is important for carbon sequestration and overall environmental health, but it cannot fully replace the carbon storage and ecological value of existing old trees for several reasons. 1. Carbon sequestration capacity. Older trees typically have larger trunks and more extensive root systems, which means they have accumulated more carbon over their lifetime compared to young trees. This stored carbon represents a significant reservoir that took decades or even centuries to accumulate. Planting new trees starts the carbon sequestration process anew. but it takes time for them to grow large enough to store significant amounts of carbon. Biodiversity and ecosystem services. Old trees are crucial for biodiversity as they provide habitat for a diverse range of species, including insects, birds, and mammals. They also contribute to ecosystem services such as soil stabilization, water regulation, and shading. New trees take time to develop these complex relationships and ecosystem functions that old trees already provide. 3. Adaptation to climate and environment. Older trees have often adapted to local climate conditions and environmental stressors over their long lifespan. They may have developed resilience to pests, diseases, and climate extremes that new trees may not have yet. This adaptation is crucial for maintaining healthy ecosystems in the face of changing environmental conditions. 4. Cultural and historical value. Old trees can hold significant cultural and historical value for communities. They may be landmarks, have stories associated with them, or have played important roles in local history. Planting new trees cannot replace these intangible values that old trees provide to communities. In summary, while planting new trees is essential for reforestation efforts and carbon sequestration, it is not a direct replacement for the ecological, biodiversity, and cultural values provided by existing old trees. Therefore, conservation and sustainable management of existing forests, including preserving old trees, remain critical strategies in addressing climate change and maintaining healthy ecosystems.
In conclusion, planting 1,000 trees does not justify cutting down 1,000 old trees. Reduce air travel, fly less, or offset your carbon emissions when flying by supporting carbon offset programs.
Why we need to reduce?
Reducing air travel by flying less or offsetting carbon emissions through support for carbon offset programs helps mitigate the environmental impact of aviation, contributing to efforts to reduce overall carbon footprints.
Compost organic waste. Turn food scraps and yard waste into nutrient-rich compost for gardens instead of sending it to landfills.
How is compost organic waste reduce the carbon footprint?
Composting organic waste like food scraps and yard trimmings offers several benefits in the fight against global warming. 1. Reduced methane emissions. Organic waste in landfills decomposes anaerobically, without oxygen, producing methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Composting, on the other hand, allows organic matter to break down aerobically, with oxygen, significantly reducing methane emissions. 2. Carbon sequestration. Composting helps to sequester carbon from the atmosphere. When organic matter decomposes aerobically, the resulting compost can be used as a soil amendment. This enriched soil retains carbon, preventing it from re-entering the atmosphere as carbon dioxide, another greenhouse gas. 3. Less waste sent to landfills. By composting organic waste, less waste is sent to landfills. This reduces the overall volume of waste that needs to be managed and decreases the environmental impacts associated with landfill operation, such as methane emissions and leachate production. 4. Nutrient-rich soil. Compost improves soil health and fertility, enhancing its ability to retain water and nutrients. This can lead to better crop yields and healthier plants, which indirectly supports sustainable agriculture practices that can help mitigate climate change.
Choose eco-friendly transportation, use electric or hybrid vehicles, or explore options like scooters and electric bikes for short trips.
Why choose eco-friendly transportation?
Choosing eco-friendly transportation options such as electric or hybrid vehicles, as well as alternatives like scooters and electric bikes for short trips, contributes to mitigating global warming in the following ways. 1. Reduced greenhouse gas emissions. Electric and hybrid vehicles produce fewer greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional gasoline or diesel vehicles. By using these vehicles, especially in regions where electricity generation is shifting towards renewable sources, overall emissions from transportation can be significantly reduced. 2. Improved air quality. Vehicles powered by electricity produce zero tailpipe emissions, reducing air pollutants that contribute to smog and respiratory illnesses. This improvement in air quality benefits public health and reduces the environmental impact of transportation. 3. Energy efficiency. Electric vehicles, EVs, are generally more energy efficient than internal combustion engine vehicles. This efficiency means they require less energy per mile traveled, which can further reduce the overall carbon footprint associated with transportation. 4. Promotion of sustainable transport. Choosing options like scooters and electric bikes for short trips promotes sustainable modes of transport that are often more energy efficient and less polluting than driving a car. This can reduce traffic congestion and dependency on fossil fuels. 5. Technological advancement. Supporting the use of electric and hybrid vehicles encourages technological advancements and innovations in renewable energy and battery storage, which are crucial for transitioning towards a low-carbon economy. In summary, opting for eco-friendly transportation options such as electric or hybrid vehicles, scooters, and electric bikes helps combat global warming by reducing greenhouse gas emissions, improving air quality, promoting energy efficiency, supporting sustainable transport practices, and driving technological progress towards a cleaner future.
Educate others, spread awareness about climate change and environmental issues among friends, family, and community members.
Support renewable energy policies. Advocate for policies that promote renewable energy development and reduce reliance on fossil fuels.
What is the example of renewable energy that can replace the fossil fuels?
An example of renewable energy that can replace fossil fuels is solar energy. Solar energy is derived from the sun's radiation and can be harnessed using photovoltaic, PV, cells or solar thermal systems.
Reduce plastic use. Avoid single-use plastics such as straws, bags, and bottles. Opt for reusable alternatives.
Conserve energy at home. Insulate your home. Use programmable thermostats, and consider energy-efficient windows to reduce heating and cooling needs.
Join environmental organizations. Support and volunteer with organizations dedicated to environmental conservation and climate action.
Vote for green policies. Research and support political candidates and policies that prioritize environmental protection and climate action.
Reduce paper consumption. Use digital documents and communications to minimize paper use, and choose recycled paper products when necessary.
By taking these steps, you can contribute to a healthier planet for future generations. Remember, every action counts.
Stay informed, stay engaged, and together, we can make a difference.
If you like my video, please click the subscribe and like button.